I'm only kidding. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets. As we start off the beginning of the month, April 1st, a little bit after 11, a great TradeView Markets, a worldwide meeting, if you will, this morning, given by Tim, and that got me fired up. You know what the expression was? I'm going to eat nails and poop lead. That's what I'm freaking going to do this month, starting right now. Coach, great money. I'm sure Coach already did that already, so I'm probably one step behind. Okay, so they're still pushing the market higher. Let me go into TradeGATEHub and sign in just like everybody else does. Make sure I'm sharing the proper screen because we're going to go into the routine. I started posting last evening. Wanted to give everybody a heads up when things are more uncertain. I have to do better. Harvey, and give everybody better information, or at least more timely information, so they can disseminate everything. Okay, hold on a second. I'll make it a drop here. Etsy working, Delta working. Oh, and semiconductor not working. Okay. I saw that one. Who posted the Palladium? Oh, Gerard, whole sector. Yeah, no, I'm watching it. Checkpoint Software, Gerard. I'm going to Gerard because first a lifer, if you will, for Gerard's got to be answered. The routine's right up here, and I'll show you in a second. Exxon breaking low oils. Let me show you what I'm talking about as I look at my screen. Exxon breaking low of the day after earnings. But whatever type of flag. But Gerard told me something about Checkpoint Software. And I like the fact, Gerard, you trade in groups. I like stocks that trade in groups. CRWD, ESTC had option flow the other day. Net is the reason why they're down. And the best of breed, I think, is PANW, right? This ZS I used to like. Zscaler. What happened to this thing? This Zscaler, I'm telling you, that volume yesterday, was a weekly. Zscaler, you know what I mean? What's the difference at this point? What's the difference between Zscaler, although they're in technology, different sectors? AYX, look at AYX. Wow, what a stock. Okay, so let me go there. Gerard, way to post things. I like the fact you post things in a group. Okay, I started posting last evening, starting with multiple guests. Lee Beisler, that's because Coach keeps getting better and better guests, just completely outperforming. And lucky to have him on every day. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get to this routine. So when someone posts, then it goes back. You don't have to keep scrolling up. So let me finish and do what I got to do and explain a couple of things, because this is Monday and this majority of information is dynamic. That is not just for today, that keeps rolling throughout the week. So I want to keep everybody basically informed as everybody's participating aggressively as usual. Bravo to the team. Okay, so good evening. All right, this is the Qs we broke. And here's the chart of the Qs now. Everybody's debating if it's going. There is no holiday in US. There's never a holiday in US. Not when I'm trading. That's why, you know what? That's why Friday afternoon is the worst day of the week. That's it. It's over. Then I got to go play Keno in my local delicatessen, trying to hit 3 out of 3 numbers. I'm only kidding. There's the chart on the Qs. All right. So that's evident there. Now, the debate so far is this week with earnings after Google, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, which, by the way, is still going lower after earnings. Everybody thinks the market's holding up in this somewhat Apple blow off top after earnings. I understand the situation. It's almost a little bit too obvious as there's still mixed signals, going on. Yes, the CTAs are overweight in NASDAQ, but there are a lot of other positions that are underweight. Yes, everybody's hopping in the same, there are being some crowded trades right now. And I get it, but a day like today is when the mega caps are down and they take up some of the dogs, like ON Semiconductor. Here's a couple of these things. Etsy, I'm short this. Why wouldn't I be short Etsy? I actually shorted more before it came on the air. I'm actually up in a short. It's incredible. WPM, I took that off. I could have been somebody. I went through all the pain at hold on. I went through all the pain at WPM at 50.42. I was like, you got to be kidding. It opened up like $1.20. So I took it off at 49.50. Now it's going below all the moving averages below what I thought it would be, curling down. Now's the time I want to be short. WPM is stink. What else is going on here? TGTX, stock of the day. What else is a stock of the day? Oh, it's semiconductor stock of the day not coming down. I mean, come on, man, just freaking down, take $1. The other ones are weak. So, and I mean, Nevada is breaking through a year high as I speak with earnings. I get it. GFS is down. Cisco, Wolf, which goes with, has a hangover too. I sold that poorly. Actually, I sold it, I guess, pretty well. It's very difficult. It's difficult. Them U's down. Let's get back to these things. Coin, it's over. Futures bounce. Okay, gonna watch Mr. V's vid and my day's done. Catch you all tomorrow. Okay, Paul. You know what? Man with the plan, knows his style, knows that he should be listening to me. That's a modesty set aside, and he's in the right area. So I congratulate Paul. Listen, guys, the thing to do today is the best amenity that we have, because I am going off on tangents, is this red YouTube button by TradeGATEHub. Okay, it gives you all our videos. It gives you my video that's going to be probably posted, if that's live now. We'll be reposted again afterwards, thanks to the phenomenal marketing team. His coach is already getting 40 views. So go through our TradeGATEHub and go through it. We're already what, 800 videos or something, as we almost over 700 videos, 2,600 subscribers. And trust me, I really try to give the video, like all 2,642 subscribers are listening at the same time, whether it's that or zero. I have some, I have pride in what I do. All right. So there's a macro view of the market, if you will. What's going on now? Cues, the comp, you can look at it 9 different ways and 9 different charts. It's right there. And just giving you all the charts and basically a plan throughout the week. Sector sentiment. And I just implore everybody to go through everything. This is a great tool that I've been posting lately. P&L breaking the low of the morning. What's going down rapidly? ON, Starbucks. You know what? One of my worst trades of the year? MGM. Can't believe it. I'm so pissed off at it. I let it get by me because LVS, I was watching LVS, which I did have, going through year highs, win. And this is LVS after earnings. It's not even there buying and anticipating earnings. I saw this Hilton wasn't acting that well. Caesars, I was making money on it short. It just rallied up to the 50-day. But MGM, it just had that volume, huge volume below all the moving averages. And once it got through the gap at 4, you know what I mean? Now it's a bad trade. One of my worst trades shorts of the year. Not percentage-wise, but money-wise. I had a lot of. Anyway, so what's happening on the 5-day moving average. A little frothy. As we go to longer term, there's support is the 200-day. It's mixed. But 20-day moving average, it looks like we're a little heated. So keep an eye on that. Fear and greed index, somewhat frothy. And this is the issue right here, is the VIX. It's still debatable if that's actually the issue. As Coach and I last week for a couple of times debated if these short-term daily options have kind of put this VIX to be an obsolete instrument, because there's always a place to hide. It was, if you wanted to hedge in the market, you just went to, you bought whatever opposite ETF, you shorted the SPYs, or you bought the VIX. Now there are calls that are, calls inputs that expire daily, weekly. So that's really, I think, what the problem for the VIX is. And the VIX never really went up, aside from major catastrophes, it's still pressed. So keep it there. Good point by Teddy. Need more stock participation in breadth. Might be getting a little bit today, but it's a little bit early in the morning still. Here's the wedge on the SPY. This was my final thought again. As I believe I said it already. The primary market debate is going to be about breadth, and the bulls say it's important, that the bears say it's hiding significant market problems. But until then, as the VIX is so low, I'm not seeing a lot of reversals. VIX means volatility. I don't see a lot of these reversals. So if something's drifting up, it's usually an add to. If it's not working for you, it goes against you. Get rid of it right away, because with the VIX so low, you're not going to have a lot of chance to maneuver or get out. which is why hold winner. I'm holding some nice winners, but the losers, I'm not having a chance. That's like I always say, I want the VIX to be, no, I want the VIX to be high, 30, 40. I'll even take 25 because it gives me opportunity to maneuver as a pro. You know what I mean? And my mom asked me, why aren't you an Apple? It's up, whatever. It was my mom asked me, why aren't you an Apple? It's going up every day. You know what I mean? I understand that. What do you want me to do? But maybe if it gave me a chance to dip a little bit, it did give me a chance to dip. But 164 to 169, $170 stock, it doesn't do it for me. Maybe I should just do it in pieces, like I said to Gerard or even Paul. Just get in the trade. But we learn and we move on. Recap of last week, ISCE. Gerard likes this JAG analytics. So if Gerard likes it, I look at it every once in a while. Okay, let's go up now. Because we want Paul to have a nice day. Get on with his day. I apologize. They say yawning is from a lack of air. It's a little hot in here. All right. Now I'm going to go over a couple of things, which are basically, I'm not going to give my opinion on. It's just what I do is try to do in chronological order is give the proper research and put it all out there. Then if anybody wants to disseminate it or ask me anything about it, that's fine. But I really not to try to comment on a lot of the research I put. Why? Research I put out. Because I put out Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman on a daily basis. Their comments are good enough. I don't really have to give my opinion unless I'm asked. So I do post Helene's charts. And I'm going through with all the majors. Bulls and bears. Short-term sentiment, a little stretch now, probably. Goldman positioning indicator, Bank of America system flow, perfect. Just read this. Friday's Goldman desk activity. Well, I could tell you of our desk activity. I got privy to all the numbers, but Goldman has a very high opinion, higher than mine. It is what it is. And, see what they're doing. Also, how Bank of America clients are positioned fund, JP Morgan positioning. When somebody says, hey, Bob, what's going on with the market? These are what Goldman clients are telling their, are getting into their clients. Seasonality in May. Sell in May, go away. Quite honestly, here's the day of the month of all-time May. This is a great index, great. So right here is the blueprint for all-time positive days in seasonality in May. What's today? So tomorrow is going to be bull. So we're bullish until next week, until the Fed. Well, I'm not going to go by this, but I posted it. It's interesting because the sell in May, go away. That's May right there by days. But the thing is, there seems to be more drawdowns. Retail per call premium. Who likes that one? Gerard likes that. Like insider transactions. Everybody's going to like that. Whether it's a 2-week leading indicator or a 6-month indicator. Besides option flow, this is where insiders put their money where their mouth is. So as I said before, if I'm going too quickly, press the YouTube button, press pause, write them down. What's a couple of them that I'm interested in right there? Transactions. They actually bought EMPH, not that much. I don't like this one, actually. This one I like a little better. They're buying. They're buying financials in the. I'm not interested. FedEx, they're selling FedEx, they're selling Team, ABB, they sold before earnings. Smart, DraftKings, they're selling into a rip. I don't know about that, but they know. And this is what I say about DraftKings into a rip. DraftKings has been acting very well. I had it early, and I said, remember I said, don't be me the only one, though, when I sell it at the print over 20. I think I sold a print of 2042, stocks 22. You know what? But I had a lot of shares of it. When I sold it, it went back down. So it goes back from 22 back under 20. It's 10% in 3 days. You know what I mean? It's a tough, it's a tough as a money manager, a 10% move back in a thick stock like that. You're up and go. That's a big move. IBM, moved 10% in a quarter 25 years ago. But again, I'm a Generation Xer. Economic releases. There's the blueprint right there. Jim Cramer, I'm short a little Starbucks. Maybe I'm going anti-Jim Cramer, but he said Starbucks is going to be taken over. Insane overbought move. It is overbought. I think I shorted at 115.10. I hope it's under 115. All right, so it's back 115 again. I was up in it, down in it. You know what I mean? But the coach might talk about this drive situation here. If I get, listen, this stock goes below 114. This is a minute chart. Everybody laughs at me. I'm sorry. 113, I'll cover it. I'm okay with that. I'm not worried about it. It's what it is eating up a little buying power. It doesn't work when I could go into something else, but buying power is the least of my concerns because I'm never fully invested. It's just not me. Viking Therapeutics. Okay. VIX, zero hedge. Goldman seems elevated risk of short market drawdown. Maybe they want to get out. I don't know. I don't want to start thinking the opposite of what people are saying. That's when it's almost like when an athlete, when he doesn't have, let's say when they retire, when they don't have passion for getting up in the morning. When I get up and I'm saying, I really think that I want to do that. Let me do the opposite. That's when it's over for me. I'm serious. PLCE, that was the one. PLSE, Gerard. Earnings. Listen, whatever type of trader you are, day trader, swing trader, position trader, this is the week where things are going to be affected as well. Apple, SoFi, by the way, already went positive to negative. Everybody liked that one too with the squeeze, too obvious. AMD, Uber, Shopify. Look at these. Square, SEDG, AMCR, Myrna, D-Dog. What's wrong with D-Dog? This D-Dog. I sold it good the other day too, and then I shorted it. D-Dog, right to the capper. D-Dog with the volume. All right. Do I have any questions? Monday morning, I just wanted to get the routine down. So thankfully, we have the red YouTube button where you can rewind this and go over. He's right on Larry. Larry's right there. Fear and greed. Any questions, guys? And I'll leave off with what the wise guys are doing for the day. Disney, nice trade, Lewis. I posted a lot this morning. Gonna watch Mr. V's vid. Paul, any questions? Be careful with the weak dollar thesis. It's going to be mental weak in the markets. Yeah, it is. It's going to be this. It's going to be hopscotch. It takes some money off in the market. Then you go to two. Try to spread some money out. See if they work. If it doesn't, take some off. If it does work, start adding. It's where you freaking throw the rock. I don't know why I'm comparing hopscotch. I never even played it. I hope there's a better analogy. Plinko? I don't know. Let's see what the wise guys are doing. Coach, already posting to me watching it. What a teammate. Coach is making me better, by the way. 2-day advancing issues. All right, there we go. I mean, does that really... Hold on. Let me go to the flow, Jesus. Listen, more than ever, I can give a thesis on 50 reasons compelling reasons to buy the market and 50 reasons, compelling reasons not to. Literally, and probably can convince you of both, whatever opinion you have in the market, and probably sway it. That's how I feel. There are a lot of mixed signals still. Why am I picking something a little bit more directionally? Maybe I'm going with sentiment. I should be going more with price action than sentiment, because sentiment stays stretched a lot longer than price action is right in front of your face. Leave it at there. Coin new lows. Snap. That's, what? Snap out of the money calls. Seeing some more volume. Not the cleanest activity. Not interested. Carrie Baelish. Tanya. This was the one. I dated a girl, Tanya, too. I loved her. TNYA Tanya. Look at this chart. Looks good. It's for a low floater. You know what I mean? It gets it. It might pull that, it might take some time because people from 3 to 6 might be stuck a little bit when it pulled back like that. But Tanya's interesting. It's in the right place. It's a bio. It's one of these small baddies. They're taking, hold on, let's make sure and see where they're going to the calls. This will edify, but for me, if they're only speculating or if there's a little bit of, of something behind it. So Tanya, May 23rd calls. All right. May 19th, Yeti, they're going into calls. I don't like Yeti. Next, MCB, getting hammered today. That takeover of, or the JP Morgan takeover, if you will, of FRC, which by the way is one, is not helping these other ones. Where's Charlie? Charlie went negative today, Charlie. Where's this MCB bank? This was getting killed. Metropolitan Bank, no interest. I do have an interest. That's a macro situation going here when maybe everybody thought that this would finally, this FRC situation with JP Morgan would finally put the banking crisis to bed. But as I'm looking here on some major stocks being, USB, MCB, there were still, there's still hangovers. Coach brought that up. There's usually when something of that magnitude happens, and you know what will edify that? It happened in Walmart, and it happened later in Target. So when usually one happened, which was SIVB, we don't have a chart on anymore. Maybe I don't have the Q. That major of a scarf and that major of a situation just doesn't wash itself away. But Uber doesn't seem to care because that one's acting very well. And Uber has great numbers. Uber has numbers this week acting well as crude is going down. I get it. Lyft, clearly the best of breed is showing their hand. Zion Bank going down with the other banks, wouldn't touch it. And that's a decent bank. KRE, as Jesus tells me. I don't mean to be sacrilegious. I am Catholic. KRE coming to what, a 9er? But I still don't have an interest. Probably a better short on a bounce. And I like to concentrate these lows sometimes, but not this banking sector. Like I just said, it's still dirty. You know what I mean? Anti-VIX, we're on a sell signal. That's good. Because if my shorts are going down and we're inflated, that's good. I might add to them. NSC call buying, LNG, no interest. AYX puts. They're pressing puts. And why shouldn't they? I brought this up before. Look at AYX. That's a Goldman favorite, AYX. Apple, bullish, snap, bearish, snap. So you know what I see here for the past hour, and it is a decent sample size of calls, is, Nevada, I get it, Uber, Tesla, the big daddies, AYX. I don't see anything snap, snap. And this is going back 22 minutes, AMD. They're not just playing like backing into LVS or someone's going in, taking some big calls of Google, backing them up there. Look, I see Qualcomm going into May 5th, all May. So I'll leave it there, guys, okay? As I have to go because Paul, I want him to go out and enjoy his day, but I hope I didn't leave anything down. And if I did, ask a question, a comment, or even a complaint, and I'll answer it right there. Until then, it's only Monday afternoon. Trade will have a plan, and we'll see you every day during this week. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in.